Hi everybody, hope you're well. So we've got the new features this morning. So Question Center Prestige changes, and then we've got some changes to the Divines. So this is the first time I'm reading these, but in terms of knowing that they were coming along, we sort of were told periodically that this was going to happen. So there's no real massive shocks in here, although some people may not know about the VIP perks changing. I just heard it, and kind of through word of mouth. So all these settings are managed from the Question Center office. Water trucks now impact the value of the prestige of your Question Center. This is already the case with showers. Water trucks will now count towards Question Center prestige under the comfort category. You will obtain water trucks either by crafting the items in workshops or purchasing them directly from the store. Okay, well that's straightforward enough. If you want to get the highest comfort rating for boxes in your EC, equip them with the water trucks. Okay, well I've done that, so that's okay. 3-star attack to get the highest prestige value. So until now it was sufficient to supply 2-star attack to your borders and get the highest possible prestige. Now it needs to be 3-star saddles and bridles. It doesn't seem to include the polar wraps, saddlecloths, or the bonnets so far. I don't know if that's going to change in future. I think like if they give us the ability to make like higher starred ones, maybe, but I don't see that at the moment anyway. Okay, you can purchase 3-star attack. You can purchase 3-star attack from the store or craft them. I'd advise crafting them. I found buying them from the store was horrendously expensive, so definitely go to the workshop. A lot cheaper. And they don't really take that long, really. They don't. I think the bridles took me like 12 hours or maybe 24, and like polar wraps and stuff's like 4 or 9 hours or something really, really small. And even less probably if you've got staff. I don't, but I've just been making them in the workshop over the last couple of days. So provide 3-star saddles and bridles to your borders in order to reach maximum prestige. Don't forget, if your stock becomes insufficient because of the intake, your borders equipment availability for your borders is automatically disabled. Remember to keep an eye on your stock. So if you don't know how to do that already, I'm sure most of you do, just go into your office, benefits for borders, and you can kind of get a rough idea. So if you can't supply it, you must have, it's telling me like I must have 100 in my inventory in order to make it available to borders. Like I've got enough bridles at the moment, so I could offer the 3-star Western. I don't have enough saddles yet. The saddles are actually the most expensive. Alright, so that's all that. So then we'll go to the divine changes. Okay, so I had heard they were going to review the Great Challenge. And then I was wondering, well, what about the divines that people spent a lot of passes getting for the whole purpose of doing better in the Great Challenge? So these are changing. So they will occur less so the Great Challenge basically is not going to be as frequent as it was before, because before it was constant. So we'll no longer be collecting horseshoes. In light of these changes, the VIP perks granted by certain divines have been modified to ensure you can continue to receive beneficial effects. So summer, if you have a VIP, summer no longer gives you 50 horseshoes at the start of Great Challenge. You now reserve the boxes you craft from the player of your choice or yourself while claiming them from the workshop. So if I remember talking about reserving EC boxes, and I remember mentioning that in the workshops, whenever something, like when you had a box that was ready and you click retrieve, if you sold it, that was fine. But if you decided to put it in your EC, it was a public box immediately. So unless you moved up the skills required by your boarders, anybody could board in it, which can be a real problem. So now if you have the summer divine, that's no longer a problem. So basically, if I was to buy, when I buy boxes, I think it is, let's go down and look at my divines. It'll probably just make it easier. Can reserve. Okay, that's the summer, so that's a new change. There's one that I have here, and I can't remember. Oh, long. So you can reserve boxes right after their purchase. So I remember in that video I was talking about if you had long, you could, and you're buying boxes straight out of the shop, then you could use that. But now you can use the summer for that instead. So if you're worried about workshop and that, you could use that. So then winter, if you're a VIP, winter no longer allows you to filter competitions that have horseshoes as prizes for the Great Challenge. This horse now allows you to filter competitions one of your horses is already entered in. That actually would be kind of handy for filling, I think, but at the same time, it's not necessarily that you really need it, but I suppose it would kind of be handy if you were filling competitions and you wanted to find your horse faster. maybe that would be a divine you'd be interested in. I'm kind of now thinking that maybe I would have actually liked to have collected that one, but it's already, well, I think winter's still to come up. We've already had spring and autumn, so maybe I'll get winter now. I'll think about it. We'll see how much it costs. We have added the option competitions one of your horse already entered in the competitions registration page. So that'll probably be like how you could look for rookie competitions and so forth. So that might be handy if you fill a lot. I don't kind of fill very much anymore. So then we've got the Huanglong. I don't even know how to say that, I'm just guessing. If you're a VIP, this no longer gives you 10% extra horseshoes from competitions. Now he gives you 10% more equus from the competitions you win. This bonus does not stack if you win multiple ones and does not apply to the Grand Prix. Okay, so this everything is kind of straightforward. So I think actually out of all these changes, that winter's now the one that I've been most interested in. I'm not really so bothered about summer because if I craft boxes, it's easy enough for me to go in and change the skills up of my AC before I collect the box. So that's it really, guys. That's sort of my thoughts on that. And if you've any questions, just let me know, and hope you have a lovely day. Bye-bye.